We have communism will win once again. I think communism did win because like the amount of times I see their name pop up, they must have won. Yeah, the last one we had of them was 2602, which used to be a library. That library used to be a library in the past, when it was a library. But now we have from them efficient tenders of the Artifice. Okay, let's see what this one is about. Official tenders of the Artifice. Object class Keller. Which contain procedures. 214 devices have been observed acting as command and control servers for SCP-2628, of which 168 have been shut down. Effort by MTF Mu4 debuggers operators to shut down all of SCP-2628's CNC servers are underway. However, SCP-2628's unconventional behavior and technological sophistication is limited to the effectiveness of standard anti-botnet measures. See Containment Report 2628-445-C7 for details. Devices infected with SCP-2628 may be destroyed or kept for study as necessary. Any civilian known to have used an infected device must be given Class B amnestics and provided with a replacement. SCP-2628 is a botnet composed of roughly redacted internet connection devices. SCP-2628 was first identified in December of 2011, by which point it had already reached 40% of its current extent. The parties responsible for SCP-2628's operations are unknown. SCP-2628 intercepts and falsifies content shown to users of affected devices. The technological processes that enable this are unclear, though substantial processing power is consumed in doing so. While the particular alteration that will affect any given device are difficult to predict, several major trends have been identified. Employment/academic opportunities and social gatherings are altered to seem unappealing or inconvenient, except when they can be performed mostly on the affected device. Content describing negative consequence of sedentary behavior and or extended computer usage is deleted. Communications expressing consent or disapproval of the user's behavior instead express acceptance or approval. Let me read that again just real quick in my head. Okay. The utility of various activities that conflict with the use of the affected device, for example, sleeping, driving, bathing, are understated. Services that enable greater use of the affected device, online food delivery, telecommuting utilities are promoted. Outdoor air pollution is overstated, indoor air pollution is understated. Okay. These alterations are typically plausible in both content and presentation. SCP-2628's ability to generate video content is anomalous. Processing power, you know what? Processing power consumed by affected devices does not account for the high quality real-time editing performed on videos. Alterations to other forms of media, while highly sophisticated, are most likely mundane. Alterations made by SCP-2628 on a particular device tend to become more dramatic when the device is used for extended periods of time. SCP-2628 infected devices will additionally disperse misleading messages, prompting other individuals to download and execute SCP-2628 software. Case study of SCP-2628 infection and clearance sensitive document. Okay. All identifying information has been removed from this document as per level 2 probationary clearance protocols. This document presents a case study that will serve to illustrate certain effects of SCP-2628 and should not be taken as a representative sample of content altered by SCP-2628. On 2016, 11/4, beginning at 3:19 p.m., the following SMS exchange occurred between the subject, whose mobile phone was infected with SCP-2628, and her brother, whose device was not affected. So the brother is the sender. That's not the... Playing Smash Bros. With Laura and Brad at 7. Interested? Text received, if different. Playing Smash Bros. With Laura and Brad at 12. Interested. Topic: love to buy can. Streaming. Lol, remember? Text received. Okay. I thought your stream was scheduled for 12 though. It's not going to take 5 hours. Oh yeah, I was thinking about what's with your new profile pic. Oh, I changed that yesterday. It just worked better for me. Alright. See you around. Okay, I see. That is kind of this SCP is trolling people. At 7:22 p.m., the subject brother sent a photograph to the subject depicting him in the aforementioned law and pressing on the sofa in his home caption. He was not on all the fun. The image was, when received by the subject, depicted only the brother and his cat, but was otherwise identical in both content and caption. The subject responded with the face will stuck out tongue emoji if the cat does not display properly. Please upgrade to the newest version of SCP View. Okay. At 10:48 p.m. the following exchange occurred. Hey, could we talk? You seem like you've been down lately. Can't blame you, but I just gotta say you are really good at dealing with all the bullshit that's been going on lately, Lamau. Yeah, life is tough, but you just gotta stick it to it, you know? Don't let it get to you. Yeah, I guess. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Ah, yeah, I guess. Hit me up if you need anything, okay? Sure thing. Well, that's, not as bad, I guess. And this just shut it down. Okay, interesting. Addendum A. In light of recent test results, I feel the need to clarify something. Content out by SCP-2628 is not anomalous. Deleterious psychological effects found in certain subjects are attributable to pre-existing traits such as suggestibility, neuroticism, and heavy reliance on the affected device. Anomalous mental manipulation is not delineated by how dramatic the effects are. Dr. Graf. Okay, interesting. So I don't think this has anything to do with this. Addendum B. Addendum B. Summary of technical report. 2628-17. Technical report. 2826-17 is deprecated. Current evidence suggests that SCP-2628 was designed and spread by an unidentified individual or organization for as of yet unidentified purpose. All the hypotheses present in the report are not supported by available evidence. Addendum C. Further tests indicate that heavy usage of SCP-2628 infected devices greater than 14 hours per day is correlated to substantially heightened mood and alertness. Subjects will begin to subconsciously account for alteration made by SCP-2628, engaging in reasonable behavior while believing themselves to be acting on the display content. Further testing is recommended. Addendum D. Several heavy usage test subjects experienced severe withdrawal symptoms when forced to use uninfected devices or perform other activities for extended periods of time. At time of writing, it is recommended that individuals using an SCP-2628 infected device seek medical advice prior to cessation of usage. Alright. I mean, so far, like, at least it hasn't, like, you know, tried to, like, cause some weird fight here. It seems to, like, kinda, I don't know. It kinda seems to just vibe, and it changes the text, but at the end, like, the brothers, for example, they're not angry at each other or anything. Like, it seems like they actually, I mean, the brother might be a little bit confused, but, it's nothing harmful. The fact that it's Keller is kind of, yeah, I understand why it's Keller, because it could affect so many people talking right now, but and it's only like, but it's, at the same time it's like really hard to tell if it is or not. The only time that you probably will ever find out that, like, that you have been infected, or like that your device has been infected by this, is if you compare what you wrote and what they received. That's the only time. Unless the SCP then changes for both sides, but then even then, like, one of the person will be like, okay, that's not what I wrote. So yeah. That's why at the end, yeah, I can see why it's Keller, but it's also not really. It's definitely more like the info hazard type of Keller, right? Whereas, like, at least it's not physically dangerous to people, but it's definitely, if people ever find out, and there's a lot of people that could find out, yeah, normalcy will flop for sure.